Yeah, here we go. Now, we're talking about discipline. Now, this is something that is very important. You're going to have to discipline yourself. Why is discipline important? Well, you're going to need to be consistently saving money instead of spending money. If you truly want to get into this investor thing, you're going to have to be consistent in saving money. I have one app, and I shared it with y'all. If you go back 5.5, where they was offering you money for every time you spend money, but I wouldn't spend money. But you have to spend money. See how I've trained myself in discipline? And when I look at it, I'm not achieving because I'm not spending. But it was me disciplining myself. I still have 5 more days to spend the money, because you have to spend a certain amount every week to gain a certain credit and other pluses they have for you. So that app alone, if you go back, is a great way of learning discipline. It helped me. When I was talking to you about it, it made me feel like, oh, this lady don't know what to do with this. She losing her mind. What she means, she don't know how to spend money or where to spend money. It's because I disciplined myself to save money. Because when you see your money in your investment, and you're going to go through all kinds of scenarios in which it's going to give you the feeling that I need to spend, which means you're going to have to say no to a lot of things. No, I can't go to movies. No, I can't have that soda. No, I may have to drink water. Even though I have the money to drink soda, maybe I need to drink water. Be consistent in saving. That soda may cost you, about 16-ounce bottle costs you like $2.50 now. It only takes $1 to put into an investment. So that'd be $2.50 going in, whether it's Beacon coins or whatever. Learning discipline. Second is knowledge. How does knowledge become so important? Well, as I spoke of before, and I'm glad I spoke about this app, is that you have to understand the risks. Do you understand? That you take, and over time, those risks will get you to change the behavior of spending. Change the behavior even of some of the things that you do. Because it's knowledge. Knowledge told me that I need to save. And here I have this app. I've been spending on this app all the time, but this particular time, they done went up. I'm like, wow, they done went up. Because they allow you to go up when they see you spending money. You go up. It's like a credit, and they report everything to the credit bureau, which helps your credit at the same time. And at that particular time, I wanted to spend, but I didn't want to spend it on anything. What did I say? It changed my behavior. Because now I'm not just spending money just on anything. I'm thinking about what I truly need. If I spend this money, how it's going to accommodate me saving. If anything, let me purchase things that will last maybe a month, maybe 2 weeks. Learn how to consistently save. I even went out and bought the little packages just to, instead of soda, I bought you get a 6 plastic bottle wrap with 6 bottles in it, each being 16 ounce of water, and then you get your 6 pack of what? Any flavor that you want in a pack, that's $2. With tax, maybe $2.16, $2.30. But for 6 days, I am doing good. Or for $2 and some change. Saving consistently when I could have bought 6 bottles of soda would have cost me $2.50 each. Do you see what knowledge does? I took the time to evaluate me saving. I ain't worried about what the next person was thinking about me not having the brand. I can get the brand later. That's the whole thing of learning discipline. And that's why I want to make sure I illustrate this with you in this video. And that's the only way that we'll be able to get real returns. You know, returns doesn't happen within days. Sometimes it's years. The longer you keep your investment, watch your investment, know when you have to, knowledge, once again, you're going to learn, and I'm going to give it to you, when to sell. Or when to bring your money back in and possibly put it into something else. If you're not going to sell it, take what you have before it goes to a point that it fluctuates up and down, but and it gets there, that is an increase and then it decreases. You want to catch it before it gets to that low level, that lowest level. We don't want to get there. That's why I say that low level. What's low to you? How many dollars you want to lose? And are you paying attention? Discipline. Every day, I think I read more into what I invested, which ain't, I sound like it's a lot, but it's a lot to me. My behavior, how do I feel? And I will show you, when you see my next video, you know I started off with $5. I'm no longer at $5. Not that it went up, but I invested a little more. And this is what you would do in your consistency. And the drive was not to spend it, but to save it. And that's discipline. And that's where I need you to reach, because I know it isn't easy. It's going to take time. We're going to do a team play. We're going to do it together. That's why this is free information. It's not an expert information. First of all, this is not an expert channel, a financial channel where expert derived from. One day I may become an expert at what I do, as long as I discipline myself. But this is not a financial channel. This is a channel through experience. I gave you an experience. An experience worked for me. It may be better for you, depending upon how much you have to put in funds into what you want to do. Sometimes the biggest things come out of the little mouths. But are you willing to give that little mouth a chance? The next thing is emotional control in the markets. Emotional control. Things going to fluctuate. And you have to be ready and resisting panic. You don't want to panic. Oh my God, my money's going low, la, 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 la. Once you learn about marketing and how things fluctuate, after you keep it even over time, you may have a big drip. I call it a dip, big dip. But then you see it goes up. What is your prediction? How is it doing? Who's investing in it? Keeping up with the news. Knowledge will keep you there. Okay, one more avenue I want to go with you before we really get down to this ledger, making sure you have every record that you need, and so in your future you can do it on your own. I hope that you taking knowledge on how to do a personal ledger. I left that link in my last video, financial. So check it out. From another YouTuber, I possibly may put it in this one. If you want to learn more than the ledger I'm giving you right now, I'm just giving you credit because we're just investing right now. Right now we're talking about success to succeed, which part of is success, and to sustain. Now, to succeed is your time. The time is yours to make most of your currency. Do you understand? Time is currency to you. Discipline of mind. Knowledge. Stay reading, ask questions, and stay curious. That's how we're going to succeed. Learning to stay curious. I'm curious about what's going on, what's going to happen. I'm going to look for answers, right? There you go. Ask questions. Financial resources. That's where you're going to learn. You're going to learn through strategical financial plan. And that's what we're having. Strategical or strategic financial plan. Either way you want to put it. It can help you in your financial growth with being accurate because you have a strategic plan. You know exactly what you want to do. I have a vital plan. I strategize this plan. This plan is important to me. Strategy. That's how we succeed. Now, how do we sustain? We sustain through financial sustainability. Do you understand? Don't pressure yourself into doing things that you're unable to do. You want to make sure you're able to sustain whatever you're putting into your financial plan, the currency that you are. You have to have strategize some type of patience to sustain. Staying comfortable, not letting things get out of hand. Strategizing, patience, being relaxed. Don't overwhelm yourself. Sometimes I have to walk away from it and come back. I can't do it all day, all night long. Some of you can if you're really, really into it. That's strong investing. Until one day you can go and actually teach somebody. Then you have to sustain. We have to make sure we sustain our investments. Now listen, environmental investing is good. Social and governance investments. Looking at things that the government do, that could be something you invest in. What the government is doing, what is popular. Social investing. some stores, some products that they may use. Environmental investing. Who puts money into saving the environment? What type of stock are there? And I'm going to get into all kinds of stocks. So this is what I wanted you to know. And we're not finished. We're on our way. We're making a pave. Keep it together and get the discipline, and you'll be in order. Now, come on. Okay, one more. Now, Cash App, I just want to quickly let you know, as you can see above, we about to go in this next frame. We're going to do what we have to do with accounting. I'm going to let you know where it's at, how we add it, and I'm just going to go through the routine with you, but I also stage it so you can be ahead of the game. So Cash App, you can now, well, it could have been a minute, but like I said, I went back into the investing and I started to use cash back, but in your stock, you could now do other things like ETFs and things that I was just looking at the simple stock, but I wasn't looking further. But you see in this video what I mean when I talk about ETF. You also see you're just gonna slide on by. ETFs could be stocks that are bundle stocks. They're in a bundle, which means it could be Walmart, it could be a gas station, it could be a gold stock, it could be a silver stock, a bundle stocks. And about usually 5 stocks in together, and it be a different name over all them 5 stocks. Vanguard is known for being a bundle stock that have other stocks within this one huge name. And it may cost you from $72 up, even up to $500 something to have one share of the stock. And the other, it could be like JP Morgan, they have like stocks that they have like merging stocks, and it could be their own stocks in their business, but they have 1 or 2 different stocks in that one business being a stock for you, and that can also be an ETF. And you'll learn about the bundle stocks and the ETF stocks of shares that you have. And sometimes when I say a bundle, it could be within the same business. They just got different areas in their business they're letting you get your stock into. Okay, now my ETF also have it could be different businesses. Are you with me? So come on, follow this video and know that you'll see right here, Cash App, it has the dark and gray is showing you that you can also send and receive money to Beacon wallets. So you have any wallets you may receive money. I know there's some wallets that I pertain to earlier last year, before I even started to really get into the beacons and the crypto, where you receive money as a prize and you can transfer this money over now into your Cash App, receive it, or another crypto, you could send it, what you have through Cash App, to something else, to another wallet. So here we go now. Now that your mind is clear, now that we're disciplined, let's go. Now, okay, this is close up on this investment. Glasses off. Here we go. Investments. You should be at August 17th. I took from the old ledger that is above, the short one. And I placed a new one because if you leaving the bottom page of a ledger, let's say it's the bottom page of the ledger and you're leaving it, and you have no lines left and you're starting over again, this is how you want to start on the new ledger. You want to bring your last line to the new beginning page. Exactly what I did, which was August 17th was the last time I dated, put in an entry in our investment. And we was at 230. And I had the lines, my double lines is letting you know that's where we stop off at. That's where I stop off at until I go back to it again. That's where I stop off with you. If that's where you stop off at, that's where you want to stop off and start again, is an indication way of me letting me know that I have to make sure I pay attention when I start to write on this ledger again. That's my double line. That's where I end with my money. Now I'm built my money up now. I'm starting for the next couple of weeks, and I'm gonna go in. Now the next, which you should have, August 17th should be your Cash App, your Beacon, which was 65. Then you see your 65 being your stocks. You have 20 for Beacon and you have 45 for stock. You took that $65 and you split it up. And the way that we've shown, if we spend $40 and I took all that money into whatever I place it in on that app, that's where I place it. But if I place it, I have 65 and I'm taking and dividing that 65, because we spending what, 40? We spending 10 for that early penalty withdrawal, and we're doing the 65. Okay, so you have your 65, and you see as I split it as putting our money into our Cash App, 20 into Beacon, and 45 into stock. And you can name the stock. I put like my Microsoft Micro to make it short. Okay, now you should be starting at, it should say 65, which is your credit, and your total should equal 230. Now we're starting off at the new week, which is August 19th, which is a Tuesday. Okay, I make sure I did it Tuesday and Friday. I make sure I try to have dates, so you have that weekday, 2 days, $100 and some is what we're placing in, right? So we're going, let's say we're using the public app. You know about the public app. I showed you my video real quickly. You saw the public, you saw the Cash App, correct? And Kraken if you're doing Kraken. I have all three in there before you get to this one to let you know where you want to invest your money in, how you want to invest it, and a link to each one. Okay, you can read it through the video. I may possibly add some links again, because I tried to do that for you, just in case. So now we're at August 19th, Publix app. Okay, we put $40 in, and then we're from $230 to $270. Now, on our early cash withdrawal, there's no date, because we're going to make sure we put that $10 in as an early cash withdrawal. And then you see your $10 under that 40. So now that 270 becomes what? 280. Then you have August 22nd. That's that same week, but that's that second cash flow that you're putting in. That's $65. Let's say you want to use it into Kraken app. You put it into crypto or Beacon coins, however you want to place it. You're going to add that 65 on August 22nd or whatever day that is within that week. You're now from, don't forget, you was at 230, then you put 40 on the 19th, you're at 270, then you make sure you put that $10 early cash withdrawal. That early cash withdrawal is going to be really a secret savings, because you're not going to use that money unless you do an early cash withdrawal. At least you got the money. Discipline, we're ahead of the game. Why panic? Okay, so you have the early cash withdrawal. The add to that 270 will be 280. Then once again, August 22nd, backtracking just to make you're with me. You Kraken or whatever app you're putting your money into. You put 65. You're at 345. Added to the 280 will be 345. Now we at August 26th. Let's say I'm at Kraken again. I'm gonna put some money, invest some money into the Kraken app, right? Which is $40. So $345 and $40 credited will give you a total of $385. Should be your total, $385. Then don't forget, we're gonna do that early cash withdrawal for that week. That $10 is in there. So I add that $10 to the $385. We add $395. Okay. Now, August 29th, I'm gonna go to public. The Public Act for Stocks Investment. Make sure it's for stocks and investment. We're going to add that 65. I'm gonna put that money into some micro. I'm looking to the ETF stocks I was telling you about, the bundle stocks, and see if I could put the 65 into it. And I'm gonna add that 65 into the investment, and that's going to be from $395 to $460. See how much money we already saving? $460, and it's only August 29th. So I told you to continue to do your ledger just in case I come back to you later, but I prepared you because it's a thinking process. I want you to be able to know how to think, how to work it out when someone's not around you. Okay, now we're into the month of September. Okay, so we have September 2nd. Okay, I got the Cash App. I'm gonna put 40 into Beacon. We're at 460. If I put 40 into Beacon, we're at 500 because 40 and 460 is $500. I'm also gonna put my early penalty withdrawal. My early penalty withdrawal is $10. Added to the 500 is 510. Then on September 5th, I added Cash App stocks. I added a little bit of money, 65. I split it up into Apple and Nike, and I add the 65 to the 510. I got $575. Now we're at September 9th, which is today. I done the video. I made it. I'm here. And we're also learning discipline. See how relaxed I am. Ready, whether the money fell or the money wins, I'm relaxed. I'm just going to get back into it again. I got back to you again. We're back in it again together. We're going to do this, what? Together. September 9th, okay, I place some money in. It's Kraken. I went to the Kraken app. You know what? I'm just going to put some money into some coins. I put $40 into the coins. We was at 575. I add 40 to 575. I'm at 615. Correct? Then I do my early cash withdrawal. I don't write no date for it. It's in between my two transactions for the week. Early cash withdrawal. That $10, just in case I withdraw the money early, they may charge you some money for it. But secretly, it's a bonus saving for you. Discipline. The money's going to win either way. You're going to have money. Early penalty withdrawal. Put that $10 in, add it to that 615. I'm at 625. I'm watching the time. It gets like that. You watch the time. I'm watching the time. 625. Okay. Now that was September 9th. Now, September 12th will be here soon. Okay. I go to Cash App. I get into the stock. I'm going to just throw $65 to Microsoft. And we were at 625 because of the $10 early cash withdrawal, right? Now, if I add 65 to that 625, what do we have? 690. That's it. That's it. See how quickly that was? That didn't take that long. It took longer for me to get you ready for what's coming. I didn't want you to give up. I wanted to make sure you train properly. I give you the ideas. I give you the knowledge. Now you're going to know how to research for knowledge. It's right there in your app. It's in the public app. It's in the what? Cash app. And where else is it? In your Kraken. Okay? But one knowledge you're missing, you don't want to miss out on me. Until next time, BS. And don't forget my next frame and discover.